massive news today, Cincinnati fans. We finally have an extension. It's not the extensions, to be honest, we were looking for, but it is a step in the right direction. And this has massive implications for the team. I'm extremely happy with this extension because it clears up a massive problem we had on the offensive side of the field. Before I jump into that, don't forget to subscribe to the Bengals Digest channel. We're over 1,000 subscribers, but we're on the road to 2,000. So let's see if we can get to 1,500 by March 31st. My birthday, actually my 21st birthday. So let's see if we can get that done. I would appreciate it more than you know. And yes, I'm a little sunburned. I was at the Arnold Palmer Invitational yesterday, so I'm a little burnt. But let's jump right into that report. Tight end Mike Gesicki has been extended by the Cincinnati Bengals to a 3-year, $25.5 million contract, so roughly $8.5 million a year. But how the contract is constructed, he's getting over $12 million in the first year. This is coming, so this is 100% official, even from the Cincinnati Bengals themselves. And this is huge. Great move by Cincinnati. It would, if we let Mike Gesicki walk in free agency in this contract, we got this contract extension done before free agency even hit, which was huge by the front office. So no one even had the chance to come in and take him. But the biggest thing is that we're keeping Joe Burrow happy, right? Joe Burrow wanted him back, and the Bengals wanted him back. This is coming from Joe. That guy was so valuable for us all year, and a guy like that, in my opinion, we need to bring back, Burrow said in January. The Bengals made a push to get this done before the negotiating window opened on Monday. Gesicki is back in 2025 and beyond. The veteran tight end was expected to have plenty of suitors if he made it to free agency. The Bengals knew that and got this deal before it could get to that point. So obviously, the biggest thing with this deal is the fact that no other team even had the chance to talk to him or, negotiate contracts because the window has not opened yet. And like I said, I am over this tight end carousel that we have been going on the last 4 years, and we finally have our tight end for the future. Joe Burrow now has a reliable target in the tight end room who is basically like a wide receiver. Now the thing is, do we still draft somebody? You got to remember, we drafted Eric Hall Jr. last year, and he turned out to be he was having a very, very promising start to his season and start to his career. He was blocking very, very efficiently, and it was like whenever he blocked, the run game success rate went up by 83%, which is absolutely insane. But unfortunately, he's dealing with injuries, and because of an injury in his past, complications with that surgery, he's missing the whole entire 2025 season. So, praying for him, hopefully he gets better, and when he comes back, obviously that spot will still be there for him, but we are going to need, obviously, a tight end. Mike Gesicki's 29 years old. Not saying he's not going to be in the league for that much longer, but you never know, right? So it's kind of now balancing, do we draft a guy this year or we draft a guy like the year Mike Gesicki's contract is ending to go replace him? And so that's the way we're kind of in now. Obviously, we don't have to worry about that now because I feel like with Mike Gesicki being extended, I don't think we draft a guy. Maybe if you can find someone in free agency as a tight end too. We did extend Tanner Hudson as well to a 1-year contract. But I don't know. I'm just glad we got Mike Gesicki. If we didn't sign Mike Gesicki and he went somewhere else, we were drafting somebody 100% because we needed a tight end one, a real tight end one. And Mike Gesicki, we finally have that with this extension, real tight end one. And then I was looking at a report earlier about giving him a grade or this the contracted grade, and this NFL writer gave it a B grade for the Bengals. Then this is his reasoning. Then on a 1-year deal in Cincinnati, Gesicki found new life alongside quarterback Joe Burrow, catching 65 passes for 665 yards and 2 touchdowns. On its face, the deal seems reasonable. Without knowing the guaranteed money, it's likely a 2-year deal for the 29-year-old. All told, Gesicki is being paid as the 14th best at his position by annual value, tied with Tyler Higbee of the Los Angeles Rams. So They ranked it as a B because obviously you're not going to go out and say Mike Gesicki's the best tight end in the NFL, but he was very reliable and he's a veteran in the league. The biggest thing that I'm looking forward to, obviously in 2025, 65 catches for 665 yards, 2 touchdowns. He was averaging 10.2 yards per catch. That's with one season with Joe Burrow. Imagine the next 3 seasons with Joe Burrow. He's going to get more comfortable with Joe Burrow, passing to him, and get used to his tendencies when he rolls out of the pocket, all that good stuff, finding the windows. He's going to learn Joe Burrow's game real fast, and he already did. Towards the end of the season, Mike Gesicki was like the number 1 target, right? Now imagine that consistently for 3 years. 3 years. When it was third down, I was kind of looking for Mike Gesicki late in the season. I was like, if it's third down, allow Joe Burrow to scramble out of the pocket, which Joe Burrow is massively underrated in his pocket and ability, presence. But Mike Gesicki, imagine what they're going to look like on year 3 of that contract. How fast that ball is going to come out to Mike Gesicki, and he's just going to be sitting there waiting in a wide open field. So that's what I'm most excited about. The fact that it's just going to be insane, their connection. The connection already is insane. Now 3 years of that, building on top of that, yeah, I'm excited. This was a great extension. Obviously, you guys know the one thing I am upset about is, unfortunately, with this extension, I'm pretty much ruling out any possibility of Tyler Warren being in the stripes next season. Never say never. You never know. And you guys, some in the comments, where they're like split in the comments 50-50. Some of you are agreeing with me with Tyler Warren, and the other half are like, no, it's not going to Tyler Warren. But it was fun while it lasted. Now that Mike Gesicki is a Bengal for the long term, I don't expect us to draft a tight end. Maybe late as kind of like a replacement for Eric Gall this season. But I don't think that tight end is going to be Tyler Warren, unfortunately. But I love Mike Gesicki, and like I said, with that connection that Joe Burrow and Mike Gesicki already have, and now adding time on that to build upon that, yeah, that's going to be a reliable target for the foreseeable future. And Joe Burrow doesn't have to get used to another tight end after year after year after year. We finally have a consistent tight end who's going to be in that room for the long-term future, which is yes. Thank you, front office, for doing this. Now, let's get to Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and Trey Hendrickson. Those are the contracts we need to worry about now. And honestly, B.J. Hill. Not a lot of people have been, even myself, he's a free agent. We got to lock down that contract unless they're willing to let him walk because of how well Chris Jenkins was performing. Unless they're going to go now, 100% go get Walter Nolan with the first pick and then just have Walter Nolan and Chris Jenkins as our starting D tackles, which I'm not opposed to. But I think some veteran presence in that D tackle room with B.J. Hill would be of great benefit. But it all depends on how much money he's asking for when we literally have, like I said, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and Trey Hendrickson to still pay. Speaking of Trey Hendrickson, just a few updates. There was a bunch of rumors and reports going on today. Just want to clear it up, like the latest. So if you were paying attention on Twitter, it first came out that Trey Hendrickson denied a contract extension worth $30 million a year. I don't know how true that is, and I don't think I believe that. I don't think Trey Hendrickson would decline a $30 million a year unless maybe the guaranteed money wasn't there for him. But declining a $30 million deal a year is kind of crazy to me if he said no. But then another report came out, said that we lowballed him and offered like $23 million a year. I also don't believe that. But what I do know for certain, in Cincinnati, WLWT channel had a exclusive interview, not exclusive, but it had an interview with Trey Hendrickson, and he was still in Cincinnati, obviously, but he was wearing his Cincinnati jersey, and at the very end, you can go to Twitter, go look it up. At the very end, he said, "There's no place I'd rather be than Cincinnati." So, even though he actually, I think him wanting to stay in Cincinnati is being enhanced by the fact that they are allowing him to seek a trade. He was saying how much he appreciated the fact that they were open to letting him seek the trade and being so open with him during these negotiation processes. So, from what it sounds from the interview, Trey Hendrickson obviously is looking around to see what his market value is, but it's looking like he's using this as an either way to prove to the Bengals his market value, or to maybe help them with getting some picks, or for whatever it might be. But from what he said in the interview, he wants to be in Cincinnati, and he's looking for a way to stay in Cincinnati. And I think Cincinnati is willing to give that to him. It's just going to take a couple of time for everybody to work out the kinks on the contract and all that good stuff. But good signs coming from Trey Hendrickson in that interview. So hopefully Cincinnati Bengals can get that done. But thank you so much for watching this video of the Bengals Digest channel. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you love the Bengals as much as I do. I'm talking about the Bengals every single day this offseason, on the road to 1,500 by March 31st. Once again, my birthday, 21st birthday, and I can go out celebrating after 1,500 subscribers. But thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to share this video with your other Bengals friends, because Bengal football is better together. Comment down below how you felt about this Mike Gesicki extension, and how you feel about Trey Hendrickson and all that going on in that area. And yeah, that is it for the Bengals Digest channel. I'm Carson Lokey. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing night or morning or whenever you're watching this. But have an amazing whatever it is.